Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to Nova Aetas. Now, I have a Patreon, and if you want to check out some of the rewards available, you can click the link in the description or the annotation on the screen right now. Now, when we left off, we had begun our journey. It begins, yes, and I had recruited the wrong kinds of Nords. I had no idea that there were Christian as well as pagan Nords. I thought there was just one, and obviously, considering I am used to the sort of light bluish color of the regular Nords in native and various other mods, I thought to myself, yes, I'll just go to one of those villages. But no, apparently this right here is the proper color. So I'm happy that I figured that out. I've gotten 4 of these guys. The other guys I just disbanded because I didn't really want to use 2 different factions units at the moment. We still haven't leveled up, but that's okay. Now, as you can see, I actually have some money. And the reason I have money is a very, very easy thing to understand. Many of you gave me some exceptional... Oh, no. Yes, some exceptional tips in the comments, and thank you very much for that, because obviously that's going to help with such an in-depth mod. And one of your tips was... let me just deal with this scoundrel. Okay, yes. Some sort of animal, clearly. Yes. Oh, of course. Of course I would miss. Come on, take him out. Yes, come on, take that drunk. You are actually quite difficult, apparently. There we go. Oh, okay, so we acquired a Nordic sword, which might actually be better than what we have. Or we could just sell it, I don't know. But what we're going to do is we're actually going to buy some slaves. Now, one of you told me that, well, a couple of people actually told me that the easiest way to get money early on is to purchase 10 slaves, as you can see here, and they only cost 100 florins. Now, that's pretty easy to get. And then you go to the marketplace and you sell the slaves to the marketplace for a profit. Now, I did initially get 475, now I'm getting 340. There's a very good reason for that. I have sold quite a few, as you can see. Yes, I've sold quite a few, so that's probably the reason why that's happening. Now, what I would love to be able to get here, I would love to be able to get some timber, because I want to, yes, there's some fine timber, I want to create a farm. And a farm is obviously going to help us to get our next social standing, and hopefully we'll be able to do that. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to get some clean water, and I'm going to get some fine bread. There we go. Okay, that's pretty good. So yeah, what we're going to do is I'm actually just going to go over here. I'm going to buy a bunch of slaves. There we go. Let's buy quite a few. Let's buy 5 lots of slaves. So 50 slaves, and I have... yeah, I have 5 in my army. I don't think 5 people would be able to look after 50 slaves, personally. Not unless they were extremely downtrodden, which they might be. But yes, I actually talked to the liege of the... Okay, well, that's okay, right? Yeah, that's okay. Manhunters don't attack me, right? No, they don't. Okay, that's good. But yes, I talked to the liege of the pagan Nords, and he gave me a task, and the task was to eliminate that Sea Raider landing over there. I've already found it, which is actually kind of nice, because we will then be able to go and deal with that at a later point. There's 60 days remaining on the task, so we should be okay to deal with it in our own time. Ooh, there's a lot of Sea Raiders around here. There are a lot of Sea Raiders, gotta be very, very careful. And I was complaining in the previous episode, why aren't there any Sea Raiders? I want more Sea Raiders, and then, yes, there's just so many of them. Oh my, yes, there we go. Okay, so, now we can head on into here and sell, as you can see, for 450, 410, 375, 340, 305. Maybe they'll have some timber. They do have some timber. We need 10 pieces of timber and 1,000 florins to be able to actually build a farm. So I'm gonna try and do that, but it really depends on... Oh, that's some pretty nice clothing there, but we can't wear it obviously. But yes, so we're gonna sell all the prisoners there. 1,800 florins already. I mean, this kind of is a little bit, shall we say, not cheaty as such, because I kind of feel like, I mean, there's not much more you can do to sort of implement a slave trading system. So, for example, if you buy from a ransom broker and then you just go to a marketplace, you're going to be selling slaves there, aren't you? And maybe you'll get some pretty good prices for them. So, I suppose it is kind of understandable that this is the way that we do it. We can actually buy some property now. Should we buy some property? Maybe we should buy some property in Riverchegg. So now, as you can see here, we can buy a shack. I think I'm actually going to save up for an apartment, maybe. Because that's 4,000 florins. I think that might actually be kind of good. We are 2,500, and I can then rent it out. Might be easier than building a farm initially, because then we'll have a steady income, and it won't actually be too difficult for us to do that. So I think we're going to do that, but first I would like to level up a little bit. So let's get some more strength here. Another little bit in Power Strike, I think, will probably help us out. And more in One-Handed and Crossbows, because we are using a crossbow right now, kind of annoyingly enough. And please don't attack me, Sea Raiders. Ah! Okay, go away, thank you. Okay, so, yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to head to the nearest town. Okay, so the Pagan Nords are actually doing well, they're not doing very well. Suffice it to say, they're not doing very well at all. Swadia is absolutely destroying everyone in terms of the amount of towns they have, and obviously it seems like the Vagiers are actually doing pretty well too. They have 1, 2, 3, 4 towns. The Pagan Nords only have 2, and the Christian Nords have 1, so I suppose we have to unite the Nords. Yes, so we have to unite the Nords under one banner, and everyone else is actually doing pretty well in terms of strength. Obviously we do have the Turgan Horde right there. Oh, I'm a little bit worried about them. And we also have this over here. Yes. Beaches and beaches and beaches. I can assume that there's probably a faction here that we can't see right now, or am I just... I actually don't know, but we'll see. We will find out later on. So let's head down to Curor. Where am I, by the way? Oh, I'm there. Okay, so I don't really want to get... No, I don't want to get attacked. No. Leave me alone. Leave me alone, Sea Raiders. If I come across some Tundra Bandits, I might actually want to fight them, but I don't really want to fight Sea Raiders right now. If we had about 15, then I would be like, yes, okay, we'll try and do that, but we only have 5, and Sea Raiders vastly outgear us, and I doubt we'd be able to do any damage to them. There's some looters. Let's kill some looters. There's 13 of them, and considering this is Nova Aetas, I don't actually know whether they have better gear than usual. It seems like they do have better gear, so maybe this is a mistake. If it's a mistake, then, oh well, we have a banner carrier. I suppose a banner carrier is better than better than nothing. Gotta get some good morale going on there, yes. Okay, so we can press Z to see our abilities, which is actually kind of nice. Okay, so numpad. I have to use numpad for this. Ooh! Oh, that's wonderful. First aid. I think I'm going to go for first aid. I need 14 intelligence for that, so I'm going to try and do that as fast as I can. Apart from, obviously, I do need to get some strength up. But, yeah, I think it's about time that I actually charge into these guys, because I'm going to need to deal some damage to them. Oh, no. They actually do have some pretty good gear by the looks of things, so I'm going to have to just shoot them a little bit. This is how it always goes, isn't it? Yes, this is how it always goes. I do actually have quite a lot of money, though, so I could have, technically, recruited quite a few units and volunteers and maybe even some mercenaries, but I think for the moment it's probably a good idea not to send my forces in, because they're just going to die instantly, aren't they? They pretty much are. So I guess we're just going to go around and around, and we're going to see how this goes. Alright, so we have been successful in using all of our bolts to destroy these looters. Unfortunately, we've already lost one of our novices. I have no idea. I mean, yes, I just charged them in because I have used all of my bolts, obviously. And we're now gonna... Yes, there we are. Thankfully, eliminate all of them. And, wow, our novices really are quite bad. So, hopefully they're gonna level up pretty fast. But look at what we get. All of this already? Are you serious? Wow, that is pretty amazing, actually. I'm kind of surprised that we are getting this amazing armor already, and we're going to be able to sell this for an amazing amount as well. I don't even know. I don't even understand. That is quite impressive. Okay, so I'm using a rusty sword. I'm going to just put that Nordic sword on there instead. I feel like that is going to make a good deal of difference, I suppose. And is there anything else? Well, are there any boots? Are there any boots I could use? There are no boots. Oh, well, that's... Oh, there are some boots. Oh, there we go. Nomad boots. Okay, well, that's reasonable. And then we can just take that. There we are. Okay, so am I going to even need to take any more slaves? Because it seems like what I've just gained right here is going to be really, really good. So, well, anyway, let's just head on in here and see what's actually going on. So, how much can I sell these for? So, 135. Surely I can actually get a bit of a better deal. Can I not get a bit of a better deal? Maybe? I'm going to sell the butchering knife, and we're going to see whether I can buy some slaves first. There might be a ransom broker in here. Maybe? No? No ransom broker? Well, what does the tavern keeper do? Oh, okay, yeah. Shall we try? Shall we try and gamble again? Yeah, okay. We're going to bet 20. We're going to bet 20. Let's do it. Okay, so what is it just me, or does the card not even move that way? I mean, so is it always on the left? Is that always how it is? Because I'm going to bet 50 now. Is it always on the left? It is always on the left. Okay, well, there you go then. Thank you. I thought it was random every time. It doesn't seem to be random, at least. Oh, he just got up. Oh, well. Anyway, let's head on in here and see what we can do. Yeah, I don't seem to be wearing very good armor for the time, or for my particular religious choice. So, yeah, do forgive that for now, but unfortunately we will not be able to change that just yet. I'm just trying to wear something that is... Well, I suppose I could wear something else, but... Oh, I could wear some Nordic armor instead. Let's just wear the Nordic armor instead. That's a little bit more in keeping, I suppose. And... Oh, that's actually better. There we go. That's nice. That is nice. That's pretty good. Okay, so I'm going to head back to Wercheg and hope that the ransom broker is still there. If he's not there, then that's fine, because we can just sell our various armaments and weapons to the marketplace there, and that's actually going to be pretty lucrative, I think. So I'm kind of happy with that. Seems like this is going quite well so far. Oh, there's Olaf. Another Olaf, by the way, because Olaf is apparently the liege of the pagan Nords, but no, yeah, obviously Ragnar or Ragnar or whoever he is probably going to be the liege of the, what is it? The Christian Nords. Oh, I'm getting confused here, aren't I? Yes. Oh well, doesn't matter so much. Let's do this. Okay, so yeah, it seems to still sell for the exact same, but maybe I can buy things for cheaper or something. It doesn't seem to be the case. So, well, whatever the case, I'm gonna just sell all of these things here. Wow, this is going to get us a good amount of money. Oh yes, a lot of money actually. Whoa, look at that. Okay, so we actually have enough, I think, to buy an apartment, and then we can rent it out. That's going to be really nice. Do we have enough, though? Just about. Just about. I think I don't feel too confident in that just yet, so I think we're gonna buy some slaves. We're gonna buy quite a few slaves, and then we're gonna go to a couple of towns and sell the slaves to them. Because obviously we can't sell them here, because it's going to be way, way, way too cheap. Oh, it's only 340. I mean, it triples our money, basically. Over triples our money. So, oh, it's okay. It's okay. We'll just head onward now, I think. And we're going to recruit a couple of volunteers from... What? I clicked on the village. How dare you? Oh, I don't want to force recruitment, thank you very much. Apparently no one wants to join us. Well, I don't blame them. One of my novices already got eliminated, so... I guess that's not a very good vote of confidence. Whoa, okay, so apparently the Christian Nords are very much at war against the pagan Nords, of course. But is that the leader? Hakon? Hakon is the leader of the Christian Nords? Oh, well, that's good to know, I suppose. Wow, they are just going absolutely beastly on those guys over there. Well, that's kind of scary, I suppose. Well, I suppose the Christian Nords don't actually have a very good advantage, considering they only have one town, but they do have some pretty good spread here as well. Their territory is pretty large, so that's kind of nice, I suppose, for them. But otherwise, I think we're going to go and sell some prisoners into Sargoth's marketplace. There we go, yes. Okay, so 450, 415, 380, 345. I think that's going to be all I'm going to sell here. Is there any timber? Any timber? No? No timber? Okay, there is no... There's no timber here. Well, that's kind of unfortunate, but we are gaining a huge amount of money, which is always nice. And I think I'm going to go to Swadia and sell the remaining slaves. How, oh, wow, I have 6 more slaves, so I think that's pretty good to go over there and do that. Oh, and I'm ready to pay for free. Oh, no. They have 10, and they are deserters. I'm gonna sacrifice 1 soldier. Yes, sacrifice 1 soldier. Take that, deserters. They were veteran archers. There's no way we would be able to take them on with novices. So, just losing 1 soldier who is a novice, that's absolutely fine. I'm sure he doesn't think so, but maybe he'll escape at some point. I hope he does, because I feel a bit bad now about that. Oh well, yes. That's kind of sad, but... Well, anyway, we're trading slaves ourselves, so I suppose we shouldn't feel too bad about it, should we? No. Probably not. So let's sell all of these. Thank you. 2,100. And, oh, there's actually a lot of timber here. Okay, so I don't know whether fine timber works. Does fine timber work? I suppose fine timber should be absolutely fine. And then we have, what is it? 5 timber. So we need another 5 if we are going to build a farm, as well as obviously 1,000. But I'm going to buy an apartment, I think. I'm going to buy an apartment in Wercheg, I think. And then we're going to rent that out, and hopefully we'll get quite a bit of money from that every single week. Alright, so we have arrived back in Wercheg, and we're now going to manage some properties. So let us buy some. I could get a laborer house. Oh, it's actually pretty cheap to buy an apartment room here. I think it's probably because it's Wercheg and not Rivercheg. Maybe I should go to the other one. Do I want to? Wait. How much do I actually have? I have 6,000. I think we're actually going to go to Rivercheg instead. I feel like that's probably going to give us a little bit more rent. It probably is, because it seems to be the capital. Is it the capital? I think it's probably the capital of the pagan Nords. So I think I'm pretty happy with that. And yes, our wages are absolutely minuscule in comparison to the amount of money that we have right now. And we could have also done some tournaments, by the way. Apparently the tournaments go round by round now. So you don't actually need to win the entire tournament to gain money. And that's, again, thanks to you in the comments there for letting me know about that, because that's actually a really cool system, because you can just bet on that particular round, and then if you win that round, you get a good amount of cash, or something along those lines. So that is something that we are definitely going to want to do. But for now, let's go in and manage some property. Let's buy it. Ah, this is just as cheap. Oh, okay, well, that's absolutely fine. So, yes, here we go. Are you sure you want to buy an apartment and lose 3,136 florins? You will earn 15 prestige points. Yes, there we go. Okay, so now I can technically rent this out, apparently. Rent out for 196 florins per week. Let's do it. And now I can throw out the tenants if I so desire. Well, let's probably not do that. Yes. Thank you. Okay, so that's it? That's it? Okay. That seems to be good. So character report, does that actually... Ah, prestige 15. There we are. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do before the next episode, I'm going to try and find some more timber, and hopefully we'll have, well, I'm pretty sure we'll have 3,000, well, 1,000 florins to be able to construct a farm. I think that would probably be the good way to go. I did try to ask to see if it was okay with many of the lords in the area if I could actually build a farm, but they didn't seem to say anything about that, so I hope that they won't slaughter me for doing something like that. So anyway, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.